Today now is our lesson is talking about geometric series. As I told you before, what is the difference between the series and the sequence? The series, I'm talking about the summation of the ordered number. I'm talking about the summation of the sequence. And the series also, it could be arithmetic, as we said before, and geometric. And any series, it can end or it cannot end. So if it's end, we will call it finite series, and if it doesn't end, we called it infinite series. Now, in the arithmetic series also, we said that we can find the summation only for the finite arithmetic series. If we have only finite, I can find its summation. But for the infinite, we cannot. Here in the geometric, we can find the summation of the finite and the infinite series also. Let's see how now. Let's start now. How can we find the summation of the finite geometric series? We have to say that S is this. We have to say that S sub n is A1 times 1 minus R raised to the power n over 1 minus R. So, if I need now to find the summation for the finite series, I need the first term, the common ratio, and the number of the ratio. I need A sub 1, which is the first term. I need R, the common ratio, and N, which is the number of the terms. Okay. Now, look at problem number 1 here. In this problem, we have to find the summation of the finite geometric series. Now from here, what are the numbers? They are 3 plus 6. So they are 3 plus 6 plus 12 plus 24 and plus blah 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 until 3072. So if I need now to find the summation, I need the first term, the common ratio, and the number of the terms. Look at these numbers here. For these numbers now, the first term is A1, and the common ratio, how can I find the common ratio? By dividing two numbers by each other, like 24 over 12, which equal to. So A1 is 2. But also, I need how many numbers of terms? Do I know how many numbers of terms if you look at this sequence here?
No.
I don't know how many numbers. But I can find them by using the last term that's given to me. From the last term, this last term, I will name it with A sub 1. So I will go now, A sub 1, A sub, actually, it's A1.
Teacher, your voice is not clear.
Okay. Now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, thanks. So A sub n is A sub 1 times R, and R raised to the power.
Teacher,
Yes.
Teacher Rose told me yesterday she might not be able to attend the classes because there's a problem in her internet.
Okay, then what about the physics period?
I don't think she'll be able to attend any period.
Okay, and did she told you about the physics?
She told me yesterday, but I was asleep, so I couldn't text her. She said maybe she will be able to like enter and then like get out and then enter again. It's like her internet turns on and then it turns off by itself.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Now, a sub n is a sub 1 times r raised to the power n minus 1. So here now, this is my explicit formula to find now the number of the term. It can help me to find the number of the term. A sub n, it's 3072. A sub 1, it's 3. R, it is 2. And this R is raised to the power n minus 1. Now, what can I do? What's my first step? Yes, Habiba, can you tell me? How can I solve this equation now? Habiba, are you here?
We need to find n first.
Yes, okay. What you have to do here in this equation, shall I divide by 2 or divide by 3 or subtract 3? What I have to do?
Divide by 3 to the both sides.
Thank you. I will divide the both sides by 3. So now, in the first one here, as you divide them, you will have this answer, 1024 equal to raised to the power n minus 1. Now, after that, as you know before, in maybe in grade 8, how to deal with the exponents. We said that 1024, as all of us know, it's 2, and I mean that if I have a number here, I asked myself what I have to put them to find, and I have to put the two bases here are the same. The second term, it is n minus 1, and here it is 1024. So I will ask myself here a question. What is the number that if I raise to 2, I will get 1024? Who can tell me? Yes, who can tell me?
2 raised to 10.
Thank you. 2 raised to the power 10. Now this 2 raised to the power 10, it's equal to 1024. This one, it's like in computer, do you know the kilobyte?
Yeah.
Okay, in the computer, that depends on something we called it binomial, which is mine 2 by. So every like sometimes you know that he told you that 1 kilobyte is 1000 bytes. Is it right? But actually it's not 1000, it's 1024. But they told us, or they name it in computer science, or as a 1 kilo. So every time, remember, 2 raised to the power 10 is 1024. Okay, let's continue now. So here we have 2 raised to the power 10. Then, so now, from here, 10 is equal n minus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So the number now of the terms are. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now after that, I have to find the summation. How? I know that S of n is a1 times 1 minus r and r raised to the power n over 1 minus r. Let's find it now here. A sub 1 is a 3. 1 minus r is 2.
2.
And this 2 raised to the power 11 over 1 minus r.
Which is 1 minus 2.
Then so here, it's a 3 times 1 minus. Now, 2 raised to the power 10, I know it is 1024. I'll multiply it by 2 to find, thank you, but to find 2 to the power 11. Because 2 to the power 11 is 2 raised to the power 10 times 2. And we'll add them, and it will be 2 raised to the power 11. So it will be
2048.
2048 over 1 minus 2, which is negative 1. Then now after that, negative 3 times negative 2047, and after you multiply them, you will find the summation and the summation will be positive 6141. This is now the summation of the finite geometric series.
Over negative 1.
No, this negative 1, I put the sign here. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's look at this one. In this one here, what did we have? We have summation notation. In this summation notation, as we said yesterday, inside the summation notation here, we have an explicit formula. And here we have the lower limit or the first term and the ending limit. So from here, in this question, sorry, I have now these two explicit formula, which is 4 times half raised to the power n, and also the summation here is from n equals 0 to 20. Now, but before that, I told you before that the arithmetic is like linear function and the geometric like an exponential function. And the arithmetic function is like a n plus b. So if I told you that the explicit formula for the arithmetic series is 4n plus 3, what does it mean? That means this 4 is the common ratio. This is d. And also in geometric, it has like a sub b raised to the power x. This is an exponential function, the formula of the division of the exponential function. So here, if you have 4 times half raised to the power n. This half is what? Who can tell me?
B.
B, yes. Yes, it is B. That means it is my common ratio R. So from this explicit formula now, and this one, what is it?
A.
A sub 1, thank you. So from this explicit formula, I can know now that this 4 is A sub 1, and this 1 over 2 is R. Type, okay. For the explicit, for the summation, I need R, I need A sub 1, and I need also what? The number of the terms. So, so A sub, sorry, S sub n is A1 times 1 minus R raised to the power n over 1 minus R. Now, A sub 1 is known, which is 4 times 1 minus, what is R? It is half. Is it right? Over 1 minus half.
Yeah.
Now I want to find n. How can I find n? Let's go back now to the explicit formula.
By the explicit formula of geometry.
Here now you have 0 and you have 20. How many terms now we have? What did we say? We will subtract 20,
21.
0 plus 1. And the summation will be 21. This will be now the number of the terms. So 4 times 1 minus half raised to the power 21 over half raised to the power 21. Wait, please, check to see the calculator here. So 0.5 raised to the power 21. I will subtract 1 minus the answer times 4 divide by negative 0.5. Not negative, sorry, positive. So the answer will be 7.9999, and approximately the summation of the numbers are 8. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
I will come. Now, let's go now to the got it one. And got it one here. What do you want to solve? Let's solve A or B. Choose, yeah.
B.
B, okay. And B here, we have the summation from n equal 1 to 10 is 5 times negative 2 raised now to the power n minus 1. Now for this one here, what is my first term?
5.
It is 5 and up is negative 2. And n, the number of the terms, 10 minus 1 plus 1, which is 10. Okay, then after that, I have A1, I have R, I have N, so I can find the summation. So the summation will be A1 times 1 minus R raised to the power N over 1 minus R. Now A sub 1 is 5.
Teacher, n minus 1.
Ah, sorry, thank you. No, it is N. The formula is n, not n minus 1.
Oh, yeah, okay.
N minus 1 only for the explicit formula. 1 minus r, where's r? It is negative 2. And this negative 2 is raised to the power 10 over 1 minus negative 2. Don't forget, negative 2, not 2 only. On the calculator, if you want to write the answer, don't make it like this. He will tell you that it's negative 1024. Deal? You have to put an these two, don't forget that actually. These two signs to tell me that the answer is 1024. I have to put them between the brackets, raised to the power 10 to give me 1024. So now, back. So 5 times 1 minus 1024 over 3. Because it was 1 minus 2. Then after that, 1000. 1024 minus 1, it's 1023 minus times 5 over 3. They are negative 1705. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay. Here now, if the summation is minus, there's no problem. It could be minus or plus. Why? Because as you know, here in the geometric or in the arithmetic, if you add negative numbers, for sure the number will be negative. Okay? That means not wrong if you have the summation is negative. Now, and also as I told you now, that in the geometric series it have an infinite, and the infinite also not like the arithmetic, it doesn't have a summation. No, it has a summation. In the geometric, if it is infinite, it has a summation, but in one condition. If the absolute value of r is less than 1, okay, I will first, before I find the summation, I have to check r. If the absolute value of r is less than 1, I can use this formula. And if the absolute of r is greater than or equal to 1, I cannot use this formula, and I will say that I cannot find the summation. Okay? Now, for the first one, where r is greater than 1, we will name this one, or this case, with converge. So, if then the data or if the summation or the numbers are converged, that means the common ratio of these numbers is less than 1. So if they are converged, I can find the summation. But if these summation are diverged, that means the common ratio here now is greater than 1. So I cannot find the the summation. Okay, now, is the formula to find the summation of the geometric is like the formula in the arithmetic? In the, the summation of the geometric in the infinite is like the summation in the finite? No, it has another one. It's very easy. The summation is the first term, a1 over 1 minus r. This only. a1 over 1 minus r. So here, as I told you about the diverge and the converge. Now let's see problem number 3. Does this series converge or diverge? And if it's converge, what is the summation? Let's see here now. So the first step, if it is, as you see here, it doesn't stop. It will continue without bound. So it means it is an infinite series. And because that's an infinite, I need only a sub 1 and r. Before that, I want to check if the absolute value of r, is it greater than 1 or less than 1? Look here. Half, let's find r. We have 1 plus half plus 1 over 4, blah, blah, blah. So if you divide 1 over 4 over 1 over 2, if you divide two fractions on each other, what you have to do? You will keep the first fraction as it is. Then, is it like this? Is it right? The first step is like this. So 1 over 4 divided by 1 over 2. So the first step now, I will keep 1 over 4 as it is. I will change the divide to be as multiplied, and I will write the reciprocal of half, which is 2 over 1. Then, after I simplify them, the answer is 1 over 2. So the r here is 1 over 2. Now, is the absolute value of half, which is half, is less than 1?
Yes, so it's converged.
Yes.
It's
So,
less than 1, yeah.
so because the absolute value of half is less than 1, so what did I say? I say it's converge or diverge?
Converge.
Converge.
It's converge. And since it's converge, I can find now the summation. By what I will say now, the summation is a1 over 1 minus r. a1 is 1 over 1 minus r. Where's r? It is half. Now it is 1 over, okay. So it is 1 over half. Now, as I said now, 1, it's 1 divided by half. What does it mean? That means it is 1 multiplied by 2 over 1, which is 2. So the summation now for this infinite series is 2. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, look at this one here.
Teacher,
Yes?
what about the 1 minus half?
Sorry?
You say that it's 1 minus half.
1 minus half.
Yeah.
Which is half.
Oh, okay.
Look at B now. In B here, as you see, we have a summation notation. Summation notation from n equals 0 to infinite is 2 over 3 times negative 5 over 4 raised to the power n. Now, as we told you that it is an explicit formula. So 2 over 3 will be what? It will be a sub 1.
A.
And here it will be
R.
r. Thank you. And since we have here an infinity, so it will be an infinite series. Now, before using my formula, or before using the infinite formula, what do I have to check?
R is more than or less than 1.
Absolute value of r is less than or equal to 1. Now, the absolute value of negative 5 over 4 is what?
5 over 4.
5 over 4. So now does the 5 over 4 is it greater than or less than 1? It's greater than 1. So what does it mean?
It diverges.
This means it's diverge. So can I find the summation now?
No.
No. So I will say that there's no summation here. Okay, let's have an example now from the book. By now we finished our lesson. And I expect that we will take this lesson yesterday, and so today we will have to solve like revision or like the test chapter test. So because of that, I will put the chapter test for you as an online assignment. I want you to solve it to check how did you think, or what did you conclusion from this chapter. Because inshallah next on Sunday we will start with chapter 10, talking about conic sections. What did you prefer, to solve a question on infinite or infinite series?
Finite.
Infinite, okay. The
No,
infinite.
teacher. Infinite. Real. Infinite.
So we have 6 minutes. I will try to solve both of them. Okay, let's start now with the finite. Let's now okay. From here now. Oh no, sorry. Not this one. Let's solve now number 10. 3 plus 6 plus 12 plus 24 and so on until 768. Now from this one now, it will be an finite geometric series. Because it is finite, I need now to find a sub 1, r, and n. Now look at here now. A sub 1, it's a 3. And r, it's 6 over 3, which is 2.
Teacher, we solved this one.
Really? It's in the problem solving.
Yeah, we solved this in the beginning of the class.
Thank you. Okay, now 4 plus 12 plus 36 plus until 972. Here now, from this one, I will know that this is the first term. And if I divide 12 by 4, I will get r equal 3 and a1 equal 4. So if I need now to find the summation of this one, I need a1 and I need r. So I need also n. So no, the summation is a1, which is 4, times 1 minus r, which is 3, raised to the power n over 1 minus 3. So I need now here to find n. How can I find n now? By using the formula. So now, yes?
It is indefinite, right?
Sorry?
Indefinite.
Oh, it's infinite. It's in with 972.
But the R is greater than.
No. If I'm talking about infinite, check R. But if it is finite, don't check R. So here now, a sub n is a1 times r raised to the power n minus 1. Now, 972 is equal to a sub 1 is 4 times 3 raised to the power n minus 1. Now, by that then, as we said, let's divide by 4, and then here divide by 4. Now, 972 divided by 4 is
243.
yes, 974 divided by 4 is 243 equal 3 raised to the power n minus 1. Then after that now, I will ask myself, here I have to find n, I must have the same base.
3 over 5.
243, it's a 3 to the power what? Power 5, thank you. Then after that, from here, 5 is equal, since we have the same basis, so it must have the same, I'm sorry, since the two terms are equal and have the same basis, so the powers or the powers will be the same also. So now n equal what? 6. It's like 5 equal to n minus 1 plus 1 plus 1, so n equals 6. So now after that, I will put here 6 instead of n. Then the summation will be 4 times over negative 2. And the first step, don't forget, find 3 raised to the power 6. Then the answer subtracted from 1. And, sorry. Here now it is 1 minus 3, which is negative 728 times 4 divided by 2. The summation will be 1456. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any questions for this lesson?
No.
Maya?
No.